It is Wednesday, November 12th. It is time to get in the weeds. And do not adjust your television, your phone, your iPad, however you watch this silly little show. Do not adjust. SP3 is here on a Wednesday because Joel is running from the grind as usual. Two Show Joel is returned. TNA's back this week, and Joel is like, oh, now I gotta work Thursdays again, so I'll just take off on a Wednesday because it's AEW preview, and God forbid Joel has anything nice to say about AEW. SP3 is here. How you doing, SP3?
I think it's even better that you did that epic rant to kick off the show and you're completely frozen.
Am
Like,
I?
is it? Yes, you look
Oh.
like you look like a Mona Lisa portrait, and the portrait just cut a whole promo on somebody. That was great. But yes, welcome everyone. I am here on a Wednesday. It's my day off. LOL. Uh, but yes, Joel couldn't make it today. Shout out to Joel, the one and only Joel Pearl, as Jeremy put it, to show Joel, but I won't put it that way. Shout out to Joel. I hope he's doing well. And yes, I am here on a Wednesday because you guys got to talk about professional wrestling every single weekday, it seems like. And we're going to talk about WWE NXT last night, which wasn't a bad show. I actually tweeted about NXT because stuff actually happened for once. So if stuff actually happens, I'll actually tweet about it and it actually get my attention away from the NBA game. But the NBA game was really good. Boston and Philly, that was a good one. So maybe we'll talk about some NBA on today's show, but we got a big interview with the one and only Ben Bishop.
Well, maybe. Let's not fully
Okay.
promote the Ben
Okay.
Bishop
Well, it's
interview.
in the description. So for
Well,
now, we might
Joel.
have a competition, an interview off between the Mr. Elegances, maybe, possibly. If he no shows, Jeremy wins.
Yeah, I win immediately, automatically if Ben no shows. I'm sure it is in the. Okay, he does say he will be here at 10:30. I just messaged him. All right, you know how I don't like the interview, the promoting and everything. But like, I'm concerned about this always. But Ben did message me and he said he'll be here. So here's what happened. Oh, is this? I started with the do not adjust your screen and thought I was doing some kind of no camera. No, my internet just froze. I got people home sick today, so kids are using the internet, and so it's just it's a thing when that happens. Anyway, I don't like promoting the interviews because I'm not always certain, especially even like when it's through MLW and everything, and they're usually good about things. I get weird about it. And this one was not like fully confirmed, but Ben did a Mr. Elegance video as well. And of course, I did mine, which was much better than Ben's, as I will explain to him on the show. And I messaged him and I was like, do we got to fight now? And he's like, yes. And I was like, you will not out elegance me. And I said, hey, if you're free tomorrow, come on the show. And he's like, I think I can join. He said I should be able to tomorrow around 10:30. I was like, okay, so like should be able to, and then saying send me the link in the morning and we'll reconfirm, like isn't full confirmation to me.
I get it.
So that's why I didn't want to like fully promote it. But Ben did just message me. He will be here at 10:30, and I will correctly point out that I am Mr. Elegance and he is not.
You are indeed. You got some affirmation yesterday for your video. But yes, we're gonna talk about that.
I got 3 of the 4 Elegance brand members to comment or like my video. Based on the majority rules vote, I am Mr. Elegance. I am in the Elegance brand officially. I even got complimented on my Colorado Avalanche shirt. My Stanley Cup 2022 champion, Colorado Avalanches, 1 regulation loss all season for the Avs, much like the Oklahoma City Thunder, the 2025 NBA champions. 1 regulation loss all season. Got complimented on that. I'm in the Elegance brand, if nothing else, and I'm Mr. Elegance.
Yeah, that is fair. But yes, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk to Ben Bishop. We're gonna talk about WWE, NXT. I might want to talk about Pro Wrestling Noah because it had some crossover with NXT over the weekend as the Belly Boys, honk honk, Hank and Tank. My boys went over to Japan and won the GAC Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. The Yoshihiki Inamura went over there and won the GAC Heavyweight Championship from Kenta. We're going to talk about that, and yeah, maybe we'll play some TikTok games. I don't know. I'm not used to being here on a Wednesday. I got work to do.
Yeah, SP3 is a hard out at 12, so maybe we'll stick to that. I'll try my best to stick to that. You never know. You never know when it comes to this. Guys, if you're here, leave a thumbs up on the video. There you go. Leave a thumbs up on the video. That helps us out. Subscribe to the channel. That helps us out. Tap the bell for notification. That helps us out. Send us your super chats. Get your question, comment, statement read on air. All of that supports this channel and supports what we do every single weekday morning on this show. That's right. Every single weekday morning. If you were here from Sour Graps last night, shout out to Kate and Alex who played the Mr. Elegance video last night, and I read the live chat. People were very, very thrilled with it, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but people thought it was fun. And that's all you can ask for around here. I feel like we have a lot of crossover with Sour Graps because their brand of humor and bits is very similar to ours. I because the names changed on YouTube, I know if you comment on YouTube, I'll know who you are, but I can't think of your name right now. It's something Jones, not Basketball Jones, but something Jones in the chat. He mentioned when he first started watching the show that he came from Sour Graps. So yeah, I feel like there's a fair amount of crossover between us and Sour Graps. We don't take wrestling too serious, and we're really silly and dumb with our takes and
we can have rants.
Yeah, until I yell at Joel or SP3 yells at me. Joel is, by the way, I don't want to bury him too much, even though I bury him a lot. He had something that he said he couldn't get out of, so hopefully everything's okay with Joel. I don't think it's anything serious. At least I hope it's nothing serious, and that's the only reason I go into the to show Joel, run it from the grind bit, because I don't think it's anything serious. But I do hope everything is good with Joel. SP3, we need a poll question for today. Do you have any suggestions? Do you want to throw out a poll question? I'll leave it to you.
What are we doing? We came up with a great poll question yesterday. I don't want to just throw one out all willy nilly.
No, who cares? You're supposed to just throw it out there.
Who will win tonight's game? Oklahoma City Thunder or the Los Angeles Lakers?
All right. Simple. Who you got? Thunder or Lakers? Thunder on a back-to-back. Lakers well-rested.
Well-rested, yeah.
You played Charlotte in your last game. You're well-rested.
We are pretty well-rested.
Thunder or Lakers? Who you got? So Louis saying, okay, so you should rest everyone. I kind of think Chet and Caruso might not play because it's a back-to-back. And then our starting lineup is Shea, AJ, Kaysen, Joe, or J. Will, and Hartenstein. There's only two actual starters in that lineup.
Hey, we don't have LeBron, so
we don't have LeBron.
We don't have LeBron, so I think that's fair.
We don't have Dub. We haven't had Dub all season. I know you haven't LeBron all season, but
yeah, we haven't had LeBron the whole season.
Okay, that's equal. Dub and LeBron are equal.
I don't understand what you're saying.
It's only injury excuses if the Lakers have the injuries. I get it. I know how the game works.
Absolutely.
I know how the game works.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I do have a banner for today. We will surprise our guest with this banner. Ben Bishop is a fraud and not Mr. Elegance. There we go, everybody.
How dare he?
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to edit it. Because I have a source on this. Source, Mr. Elegance. There we go. All right, there's our banner.
I love that
For today.
This is
we have
ridiculous.
We have a poll question. Who you got? Thunder or Lakers. You know, vote. That's what I'll be watching tonight. I don't think there's any important wrestling going on tonight, so I'll be watching Thunder and Lakers happening here. Sports and things. We talked about Nico yesterday. The news actually broke yesterday while we were on the air. So, of course, SP3 and I talked about it. Two things I do want to mention off of that. One, I hope Luka is no longer motivated because I feel he was very motivated coming into the season, and part of the motivation was to get Nico fired and prove him wrong. Well, Nico has been fired. You don't need to be proven wrong anymore. Don't be motivated.
No. You can still be motivated to prove him wrong. And every analyst that said that Dallas won that damn trade, they deserve
those people were dumb. Those people were dumb.
Eating crow, Luka. Continue being our MVP. You're my MVP, sir. Only thing I do want to mention is I don't think we went hard enough on Nico Harrison yesterday. Because
that's fair.
I feel like so many people emphasize the Luka trade. But man, you can have a top 10 of Nico Harrison blunder moves. Not re-signing Jalen Brunson. Yes, you didn't know he was going to become this superstar, but he did average 22 points and carry the team while Luka was out in the playoffs the year prior. So that was a dumb move. Trading Gafford before last season, that was pretty dumb as well with the return.
Hold on.
Gafford.
Trading
the Gafford trade.
They have Gafford. Gafford's on their team.
For Gafford.
That wasn't a dumb trade. Why was that dumb?
I don't think that was a good trade.
No, that helped them make the finals. Gafford's good. No. We're not gonna say.
It helped with Luka's lob threats, but I wouldn't
say
they
gave up
nothing. That's a key to them going to the NBA championship.
Nah, Gafford and Lively were great in that Thunder series. Unfortunately, so would they give up for They gave up Rashawn Holmes and draft conference. No, that's a great trade. I think Nico.
They gave up all their draft capital.
Draft compensation is like a future draft pick. It wasn't even like it was a first round pick or anything. That's one of those and future considerations nonsense. Nah, we're not going to say the Gafford trade was a bad trade. Cam Hawkins is here, by the way. Cam, do you want to defend Nico or bury
I would
Nico?
never defend anything that was sports related. Never, ever, ever. But it is absolutely a thing where it was coming. You know what I mean? Like, you can't keep that guy. And it's funny. Somebody was like, people are trying to say that he's the scapegoat for all this. They were like, no, that motherfucker's the culprit.
Yeah. Yeah, he ain't the scapegoat.
You can't be a scapegoat if you actually commit the crime.
Yeah, man. They my man Brian Zillum from PW Torch is a big Dallas fan, and he has been since the day Luka left. It has been
Yeah, we had Brian on like the day after the Luka trade, and it was a funeral.
And Brian's like, I just think that thing could have worked out better. Like, shout out to Brian, that's my guy.
He messaged me yesterday, just wrote freedom, and then sent me the the tweet. he sent me the tweet of Sham saying it.
Freedom, I love it. Yeah, man. That basketball's been interesting in that I'm not spoiled anymore to the point where I don't have to watch the regular season, but I'm also doing things like staying up until midnight to watch us lose to the Lakers at the end of the game because we just don't. We're quite there. But then they put a hurting on Houston.
That was a good game.
Yeah, that
made it through that back to back with New Orleans. Having Fox back, you having a guy who can go out there and get it. Doesn't have that fear in him. I like how Barnes looks. I love Castle. The Harper kid.
He's hurt right now.
Yeah, I was. So that's what I'm saying. Like when he's with him out there in charge of the second unit when he gets back, like that is going to be fun. And we got the thing that the Spurs have always had a staple of: corner three guy. Gotta have corner three guy, right? That was Sean Elliott's role as he got a little older.
Bruce Bowen.
It was Bruce Bowen, exactly. And now
Danny Green.
It looks Danny Green. It looks like Champagne's there as the guy who can be in that corner because you can't guard everybody. And also we have a 7'7" guy that is waving the offense off to hit game winners now. Nope, I got it from deep. Yeah, man, it's been fun to watch. It's fun watching them come back together. So yeah, it's been cool. But I know you got somebody coming at 9:30. I have and also the presentation, the Indie on NBC and what they're doing with Peacock is really great. I got a student coming. I know you guys got somebody coming. I'm actually talking to somebody who's in the John Cena tournament today. Who like you give it away?
Is it the mystery? Is it TBA?
Yeah, it's vacant. It's the guy in the tournament who wasn't alive when John Cena debuted with the company. So I think that's going to be really fun.
That's literally only one option.
That is.
Everybody else in this tournament's 40 plus.
Exactly, right? I'm trying to wrap my head around somebody already being that good who wasn't born when I was in college. It is. Yeah. But
I don't know if you're allowed to talk DPW with him or anything, or if it's even part of the story. But I do want his thoughts on that. I am curious of what he thinks.
Yeah. I feel like it'll come up in well. There's a part of the conversation is about that because there's a guy he was there with who those two have been magic on screen the last couple of weeks. You can tell there's a real camaraderie and they talk like young guys should talk. It's really cool. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, last night was fun. Of course, I you ever woke up at 3 a.m. and you just got a text from your buddy who's killing your other buddy last night? That was fun to talk about. I even told him, I was like, you guys were violent on the verge of almost being cartoonish, but that's kind of what I like about NXT. So thank you.
It was awesome. I was like, I had to tweet about that. I was like, they kicked each other's asses. That was great.
Like, boy, you bleeding from your mouth and your titty. This is crazy. But yeah, man, they are. That was fun. But tonight, Blood and Guts. Got to talk to Willow on
Great
Monday.
Interview.
Yeah, we got to talk on Monday. And listen, man, that is not to toot my own horn. I wrote that watching that atrocity of a Monday Night Football game. Just sitting there.
Well, in fairness, that game was so awful. It's not like it captured your attention to where, I got to take a break here and really pay attention to what's going on. No, that game sucked. You didn't have to pay any attention to it.
Need Monday Night Football and a bottle of Tito's, and guess what? We made it work. It was great. But no, she was fantastic. I think the most interesting thing right now is that almost everybody's healthy in that division, in the women's division. And so now it really is, where do you fit in? How do you stand out? And she even said, she was like, I know I was asked to do a lot in 2024, 2023, and then early 2025, but I do not want that to be because you need somebody to do it. I want it to be because you think that I deserve to be in that spot. I think tonight she's gonna show up because this is, even though it's not something that they've done, this is her wheelhouse. The physicality, the brutality, doing it with a smile. I'm not going to say surprised, right? But when you are having a conversation with a wrestler who's biracial, you never know which way it might go. And I really appreciated that. I did not have to bring up certain things for her to bring them up. Talking about that understanding and camaraderie with a Athena, with a Mercedes. She was able to bring that out naturally without me having to say, how you feel about working with Black people? So that was really cool. And also the talking to female wrestlers. There are just things that they have to deal with that male wrestlers don't. So her saying, when I go out there and maybe I don't do something right, and I'm paraphrasing because it's not exactly what she said, but she was like, damn, she didn't say fat bitch. She didn't say fat bitch. That's just where it sits in my head. But it's just like, damn, that fat bitch out there messing up again. And she's like, yo, I'm out there and I'm representing myself, but I'm also representing Samoa Joe. I'm also representing Brody King. I just thought that was really cool. Yeah, man, that was a great conversation. She's fantastic. We all know she's fantastic, but I'm really glad how that came together, that we were able to do that, because she's been stellar the last couple of years. You know, she was like, yo, I was brought in as an extra. Like, I wasn't even really supposed to be doing this. And now she's one of the linchpins, one of the focal points of that division. So, yeah, I'm excited to watch her and a bunch of other women kill each other tonight. So, yeah.
Go read Cam's feature. It's on Yahoo Uncrowned. I'm sure it's on Cam's socials as well. I know it's on Cam's socials. I saw it on Cam's socials. So go read that, everybody. It's another fantastic feature. Looking forward to the Javon Evans feature as well. And
that should be good.
Let's say you can't. We know it's him. There's only one option who it could be.
Man, Thea Hale's in the tournament, man.
I wish Thea Hale should win the tournament. Shit.
Yeah, we're going to see it play out, of course, but I do love that whoever's decision it was to make sure that NXT is going to get some shine here at that Saturday night's main event. And of course, like representation.
John Cena's definitely not Triple H's.
Yeah. No, I literally had to go in on Top Guy JJ yesterday on our Raw review because he was like, oh no, once Cena said it, it's Triple H's idea. I was like, no, don't fall for the trick. I was like, he stole that guy's science project and put his name at the top of it. Like, how you gonna be fooled? He don't do that type of work.
Yeah. I'd love to. You know, you have your personal favorites. I'd love to see Rick get that shine. I'd love to see Trick get that shine. I'd love to see Javon get that shine. Oba Femi is back in one of the weirdest produced in the show segments ever. Yeah. Like, it's dope that he's back. Have you guys heard why he abruptly may have lost the title?
I didn't hear anything. I just thought it was a part of they're pushing Ricky at this point, and they're just going to start to make that transition for him. Yeah. But I don't know if you've heard it. You know more people than I do, sir.
I don't talk to nobody, but I think it's interesting that they're going to go back to it. I'm really the fact that that's the guy that beat him and beat him straight up, I think gives Oba an opportunity to express himself in a different way and to approach this thing in a different way. It should be fun. I just love that, love how fucking black NXT is. And at the tip top of the show. Yeah. So yeah, man. I got Lash on the main roster now. There's some cool stuff happening, right? For sure. But yeah, man, you guys get in there, do your thing. I appreciate your time as always. I'll be back around when it's time to be back around. All right.
Appreciate you, Cam.
Right.
See you soon, sir.
From one guest to another, if he's ready, he can give me a thumbs up. He's the fake Mr. Elegance. That's the only way I'm introducing him.
Can I say before we start, I also love how black NXT is too. So I just want to get that out of the way in case anybody was wondering what I thought about NXT.
All right, he officially has my vote.
Wow, look at this traitor out here.
Hey, yeah. he's an advocate. He's a supporter.
I had to get that. Yeah, just so everyone knows. And I hope that makes the dirt sheets. Maybe I can get over on the internet more.
I'll write a headline that says Ben Bishop loves how black NXT is.
Yeah, please.
I feel like you'll get attacked for that more than you get over. So.
Well, it's the internet, so of course I will.
Yeah, you're going to get attacked for everything.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, pal. Hey, good video you put out.
Your video is very good. I don't want to put you over too much.
Mine was better. I wasn't gonna.
I was so mad. I messaged you this. I was so mad at how good yours was because I felt very proud of the video that I did. I was like, no one's gonna put too much effort into this thing. I don't think.
Who you kidding, dude?
Yeah.
And then I saw they were doing it. As soon as I saw they were doing it, I was like, this is one of those things that this might be all a big work, and they might already have someone in mind.
I think it is.
But I truly think it is. But you know what? Why not have fun with it, right?
Yeah.
It's a reason to make content. I'm always looking for opportunities for that. So why not throw something up there?
I think it is. I think it's very much of when AEW did the Librarian and they're like, hey, submit your videos. Like they had Leva Bates pegged for that.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
That's who it was going to be.
For good reason. And I think the same thing when NWA did something with the Spectaculars and it was Rush Freeman and Rolando, and they had like a same type of deal. Like, do you want to be in this? And I did. I have you ever seen How I Met Your Mother and Barney Stinson's video resume?
Yeah,
yeah. So I did basically that. Like just, but it was so the same thing. But it's a fun thing to do, and whoever gets it gets it. If it's one of if it's you, I'll bury you on the internet. But if it's me, great. If it's someone else, I'll bury them too. So I'll pretend I like them, then I'll be nice to their face, but then bury them to everybody else behind their back, like how wrestling goes. Because that's just par for the course. We all hate each other as much as we pretend we don't. But yeah, I think it's a cool thing that they're doing, and I'll say that it's gotten over. The Elegance brand is on top right now. They've done a great job. Shout out to Ash and M and Heather and Iceman. But so I think it's a pretty awesome thing.
See, I'm already in. I got majority vote from them. I had 3 of the 4 comment and like the video.
Who didn't?
Only Ash has not.
Oh, I didn't get love from her either. I feel like that's like the. I feel like she has 51% of the share right now. Like I think
she's got to play it straight. She can't be tipping her hand on like who. She can't play favorites online this early.
Yeah.
Once everything gets submitted, then she can say how great we both were.
But hopefully, right? Hopefully, unless we're just put on blast on TNA TV. Like, look at these doofuses.
I don't think they're gonna air anything. Here's the thing: is like I wish TNA would air that. I don't care if this shit gets aired. Like,
of course not.
But I wish they would, because they, for what was Slammiversary, they're like, send your reactions, do your reaction streams. And so I did a reaction stream for AJ coming out, and they didn't air any of that stuff. I was like, why are you asking for reaction streams and then you're not going to air?
So none of them got it?
No, nothing got aired.
Wow.
I was so annoyed.
Maybe at the end of the year they do like
way to capitalize on the momentum as usual.
Yeah, maybe they're just gonna do a Jeremy Lambert like compilation at the end of the year,
as they should. Honestly, they should.
It's gonna be one whole episode of TNA.
So I have almost an ace in the hole when it comes to this whole thing. I got an endorsement from Angelina Love, TNA Hall of Famer, one half of the Beautiful People, who has endorsed me for Mr. Elegance. That was not part of the online video. That is part of the official submission to TNA. So
hey, that's great. I had Steve Macklin retweet it and then called me a pathetic loser. So
Macklin buried me too. So getting buried by Macklin. I'm supposed
to be in a faction with him at Boca Raton. So I don't think he knows that yet. And now he's burying me on the internet. So thanks, Steve.
So which TNA Hall of Famer can you get, Ben, to get an endorsement?
Who can I get? Is Shark Boy a Hall of Famer yet?
No, I don't think so. He should be.
He should be. Could I get should be Hall of Famers? Jeff Jarrett. I could get Jeff. I can call Jeff right now. I can call Jeff and tell him to put it. He'll immediately. I'll in. He's like, what do you want? And probably say, and then say, "What's that?" Once I tell him what I did.
That's what so I'm going to blow up some spots here. I apologize. At least 2 active TNA. Everybody knows the one because he was on this show doing it. There's another active TNA roster member who, when I was like, hey, can I get an endorsement for this? They were like, what is this? I don't know what this Mr. Elegance thing is. I was like, you're part of the roster. Do you not watch the product?
No, dude. Nobody hates wrestling more than wrestlers. I'm going to tell you that right now. Nobody watches less wrestling than wrestlers do. That's another headline. You put that up. Oh my God, internet's gonna love me after today.
They already love you. Isn't it all praise? And you got a whole Stan account dedicated to you.
Tribal Keith, that son of a bitch. Yeah. That surly son of a bitch. Yeah, he is something. He has just been a thorn in my side, but a twinkle in my eye at the same time. We have a love-hate relationship, me and that guy.
He loves you. You hate him.
That's kind of it. I think it's a little bit of both on each side, though. We gotta love and hate for each other. We're keeping each other alive right now. We're the ones keeping each other over.
You got to stop pissing people off, Ben. I don't think you're doing anything wrong, but you just say something and
I'm
you piss
just
people off.
I'm just existing. Sometimes you know what it is. I just assume everybody has a similar sense of humor or lack of sense of humor that I have, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, you guys take yourself too serious.
That truly is like part of it. And some people are just like looking for something to be mad about. I'm just like,
Oh yeah,
can we just stop?
That's the thing is that nobody, nobody wants anybody really to. Unfortunately, this is a very nihilistic view and like very like pessimist, cynical view of things, but it is true that like I think a lot of people just don't want other people to succeed. So like when I always say the internet's like an equilibrium, and like once you're getting kind of hot, it's like somebody wants to. It's like right, oh, no, we got to bring you back down. We don't like that you're getting popular. We like when you fail. That's the fun. We like when you fail. Because it allows them. This is the thing, because it allows them to justify what they're doing. If they're not doing anything, they're like, okay, you're not succeeding either, which is good. We want you to stay at this level right here. You're okay at this level. We don't want you to get here. We want you to stay right around here because you're kind of on our you're a little above our level, but you're kind of there. You're not succeeding too much. That's how things go, and you just got to kind of come to terms with that when you do anything like we do, where you're just putting yourself out there, and you guys have this show, and we're wrestling and any entertainment, comedy, music, acting, whatever it may be. Everyone kind of wants to keep you right here. They don't like when you get to there.
I want you to fail as Mr. Elegance. I'm gonna put that. I'm at least on record.
Hey, that's professional competition right there, as you should. Exactly. You should want me to fail as Mr. Elegance. No, I get it.
I will say again, like I messaged you and like I was mad at how good your video was because I'm like, oh, of course Ben, who is very good at this, you're very entertaining and you do like commit to the bit and you do put effort into things. I was like, of course you're gonna actually come out here and put effort into this whole thing. So I was very mad at when I saw your video. I was like, oh man, I was hoping I was the only one that did like that did anything that actually that did like anything like over the top and campy like that. And then I saw you, I was like, oh, of course.
Here's the thing, I want to see, I want to see more now. Like, I've only seen mine and yours. I haven't seen any others. Have you?
No, I don't know if people are like not posting them. It has the email to send it to, but like if I do the video, you would think like put it on socials, put it on YouTube, however you're gonna do it. But no, I haven't seen anybody like actually post anything with this. Unfortunately,
I haven't either because I just saw it this weekend and I was away and I was like, I gotta hope I'm not too late with it. But I haven't seen. Literally, yours is the only. I saw yours and then I made mine, and that's the only thing I've seen.
Oh, so you admitted that you just copied mine, and I was the inspiration for you to do one of these.
Like, ain't no way I'm upstaged by Jeremy Lambert. Come on.
Fair, honestly.
Also, hey, like indie wrestlers, what are you doing? Like, do something. Yeah. Like, get it out there. Like, come on.
Right.
Like, stop with this. Like people, it's almost too cool for school thing. Like, it's silly. Like, have fun with it. Even if it's not your gimmick, have fun with it. Like it's a way to it's just an excuse to make content, an excuse, a reason for it. Do it. Like just do something, and the people are always I think people are a little afraid to do it and, afraid to come off goofy or silly and, make a dumb little video and people don't want to do that. So it's like, but here's a perfect time to, even if you say I have no shot and maybe they do have somebody pegged already for it, just do it anyway. Throw it up there. Like what's it gonna hurt? You never know. You really, and maybe they'll say, maybe not this time, but hey, you saw you put effort into it. Maybe we'll give you an opportunity another time. So
a lot of it just seems to be just put yourself out there. You already wrestle in front of however many people.
Yeah, like naked. Little clothes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't know I don't know why it's like, oh, I can't do this video. It's not serious enough for me. Like,
no, it's that's the problem I have, is just that I've gotten to the point where you just can't worry about what other people think at this point. It's so hard. Like people will say, oh, it's easy. It's easier than ever to get over or get people to see you in wrestling. And in some way it is, but it's also probably one of the hardest to try to find something original or get yourself over or do something that people are going to pay attention to. And so you got to find a way, and some guys are doing a great job of it right now. And, I'll point out as like Richard Holiday, You know, hate to put him over, but I will. Richard Holiday is doing an outstanding job. Now, when people see low blows, now who do you think of? Right? Like, he's the first. If you're following wrestling, that's probably the guy. And you follow independent wrestling, you're going to think of Richard Holiday. You know, I know the guy's controversial, but Tommy Invincible is killing it as well, and he's doing a great job of getting himself out there, and he's found his niche. And you hear the word Invincible. John Cena said it, and people are thinking Tommy, right? Like it's just doing those type of things is what's going to get you over. It's not just going to be going out there having a 20-25 minute like banger of a match. Like, yeah, that's important. Not going to say it's not, but what people are going to remember is like, you know, the little things that set you apart. Right? It's not going to be just doing out like amazing moves, because someone else is going to up that the next day. And somebody else is going to do something even crazier the next day, and it just keeps happening, compounding on each other. So I think just more people need to like really figure out something that will set up. Look at Danhausen. Look what he's done. Like, I mean, he's the most unique character in wrestling. Like a guy who just he just adding the word house to the end of things. Like something stupid. Like if you say it out loud, like that's so dumb. It's never going to get over, but it does. It does. It has. And it still does. Like it's incredible. It really is. So that's what I find like most indie wrestlers just aren't taking advantage of.
We always talk about Chelsea and The Miz on here, and high praise always for Chelsea, and people are like, oh, why doesn't Chelsea want to be serious, or why does she want to be the female Miz? Like, why wouldn't you want to be the female Miz? Miz had career for 20 plus years. Look at the life he's gotten as the Miz. Yes. Look at the life Chelsea has as Chelsea. Seems great to me.
I was just having a conversation with somebody yesterday about this, and like
Matt Cardona.
Nobody's smarter than it wasn't Matt, it's just some like Smith is one of the smartest people in wrestling. Like it's a guy who just, and Chelsea does it too, you know, just maximizing the time you're out there and not taking yourself, doing what's needed to be done. Even if it's a minute or if it's 20 minutes. And I know I'm not going to speak ill of them or anything like that, because everything's been said and there's no pile on or anything. But what just happened over the weekend at AEW, and we're like, you know, somebody didn't want to do a job in 3 minutes and wanted longer and whatever. And like, that's fine if you think that, but like, you know, you go out there and you do something. I'm not going to toot my own horn or anything like that, but like, you know, I went out there and I lost to a guy half my size. You know, but he's a great wrestler. He's incredible. There's nothing wrong with that. And I got TV time from it. It's like, hey, you got to go out there and you got to make the most of it. You can't, you know, it's like, hey, you got a minute and 15 seconds and make the most of that minute and 15 seconds the best you can. And some people just are like, well, but there's not enough time for me to get my shit in. It's like, well, get something in. Like, get something and try to make it memorable. Like, whatever you do. If it's a move, if it's a pose, if it's a mannerism, it's something. Just like figure something out, because that's 90% of the battle in wrestling. Is just you gotta figure out what's gonna catch someone's eye. And nowadays the moves, some moves might, but a lot of moves have been done. So it just matters how you can really resonate with that audience. And Miz and Chelsea have been two of the best at it without having like quote unquote main event pushes, you know. So I just they're like the prototype, the blueprint of really how to organically get yourself over with what's given to you.
And they're also a good example of what you were saying earlier about kind of creating your opportunity, because the Miz, that whole character started on the Real World in 2001. Him walking around the house with the fake championship belt and wrestling his castmates on that show, and then he developed into one of the biggest stars in wrestling in just like 10 years after that. So yeah, you can just create your own path in the business. It seems like
you really can. You can, and look at that. Nobody took him serious. Nobody thought that one day he'd be like 9 years later after that he'd be headlining WrestleMania against John Cena. Like it's just, and people can make the jokes they want. Like, oh, his work rate sucks. Which work rate is a made up word? It's a made up word. That's not used in wrestling, by the way. Nobody says it, and like in the locker room or anything like that. So I see someone said Coral Forever. You know your
Oh yeah,
stuff.
oh yeah.
You know your
I-
talent. You know your yes.
Oh,
yes.
we hated Miz
yeah.
in 2001.
Yeah,
don't
we
don't
did.
worry.
Miz
We
was-
stand with Corral.
Dude, I was just on a show. I shouted out Boca Raton Wrestling, and a great Boca
Mark
Raton
Long.
Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
Mark Long, yeah. I just saw the
he's
show.
been on our show before.
You
yeah.
get
Oh,
the
he
whole
has?
cast over there. Carl,
Yeah.
Paulie's been in the crowd.
We
over
had,
there.
we had. I only saw Mark, but also Johnny Fairplay. I mean, Survivor. So another reality.
nice.
He was on
Yeah.
the show too. But what a great guy Mark is. Really, really cool guy. That was cool to meet him because I don't watch it as much as I used to, but I used to be a big fan of the challenge. CT, Coral. What was her name? Rest in peace. She was great. What was her name? CT's Diem. Yep,
Yeah.
Diem.
Yeah.
Like that. The whole cast. It was good. The infamous clip that always makes the rounds every few years of CT and Johnny Bananas with the backpack. The ultimate. That is one of my favorite. That's one of the all-time reality show clips. Or when Johnny Bananas was on the. It was the challenge where like it was the rivals one, and he took the money and he got the girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the famous.
Sarah.
That's one of the famous clips too.
Yeah.
Which you know what? Hey, good for Bananas. Like I mean, I'll hand it to him, man. That's the game, dude. What did you think that guy was good? He is one of the greatest heels of all time. One of the greatest.
Absolutely.
Him. I mean, Fair Play's up there as someone like just the best reality show heels. I don't know what Sarah would have expected. Like, what else he was gonna do?
We're gonna come up with the reality show heels, like top 5 or top.
Oh
10.
man. I don't know.
Omarosa from
Omarosa,
The Apprentice.
Omarosa's
Come
up
on,
there.
man.
I mean, I'm not as tuned in as I used to be, but like I don't know. I don't know if you can be. I don't know if anybody can beat and not Fair Play. Bananas. I really don't know.
He's a top tier heel.
Top tier.
Because
Top
you know
tier.
what, it was like natural. It's like he wasn't trying to be the bad. He kind of just was. It was like innate with him. Like it wasn't like I'm gonna try real hard. He's just like I have the way I'm gonna play this game and I'm gonna do it. Like I don't care what America thinks and the world thinks. I'm playing this game the way I want to.
And you got to see it develop over seasons because like when he first started, he wasn't like that. Like he was very much I'm just a rookie, I'm just learning. And then you got to see him kind of fail in the first couple of seasons, and then he created his whole mob with Kenny and Evan, and then just became this big heel of the show. And New York, I was gonna mention New York is up there. New York for
from
Flavor of Love.
From Flavor of Love. Yep.
Yeah.
New York. Yep, she was great. She was great too. Man, no, we got to I'll come back on for that. The biggest heels in reality show wrestling. I think Kate wants to know. Yeah, mostly Mutt's Animal Rescue, which I'm repping right here, which I got 2 of my quote unquote daughters from. my two girls. They're great animal rescue in Ackworth, Georgia. So to answer your question, I'm always supporting them. So it's a great place. I'm a big dog lover. That's maybe that'll get me back in the good graces of the internet. So.
You can't have things likable about you. Nobody wants that.
No, right? Yeah, no, exactly.
Nobody wants likable things.
Nobody wants to like me. What are the kids? What's the tag team name then? Oh,
yeah. If we're both Mr. Elegance, what's our tag team name?
The Bald and the Beautiful.
Neither of us is bald.
I can't see. Oh, yeah, you look a little bit.
Wow.
Couldn't see there.
Wow.
Where? Oh yeah, no,
luscious. Look at all of this hair.
Yeah.
I have
there it
so
is.
much hair.
Your background's not helping you out.
I put my hair in pigtails for this video. Well, my wife put my hair in pigtails.
There you go. You have to shave it for the gimmick, though.
My wife is going to come in here and defend me for being the beautiful one of this group, and you can be the bald one.
I didn't say which one was which. You took that. I didn't say that. That was on
You're the one who said I didn't have any hair.
The background's not helping you out. You look bald in the back. The background's not helping you. I'm sorry. That's what it looks like.
That was the fake Mr. Elegance, Ben Bishop. No longer welcome back on this show.
All right. Big pop for me. Big pop for me.
Louis V. Are the dogs black? No, they're actually brown. They're brown.
Hey, I'll allow it.
Allow it. Yeah.
They're part of the D'Lo Brown family.
D'Lo Brown.
Yeah.
All right. I
Monty
mean, you want to
Brown.
talk about great? You want to talk about great gimmicks? One of the best ever.
Oh, D'Lo, yeah,
One of
hell
the
yeah.
best ever. But someone said something when I put the Elegance video out, and somebody commented, it's giving Val Venus vibes," and I was like, "Oh, legend!" And I had to make sure I wrote strictly the character.
Yeah, I said the wrestler. Yeah, the wrestling character.
Strictly the character, like strictly '80s Joel, sir. It's like strictly early 2000s Val Venus.
Not the guy who's tweeting every day.
No,
Not
please,
that guy.
No, we don't have to worry about him. Let's stick to the gimmick. We like that. That was fun. That was a fun gimmick. We'll keep that. What's it? Black and Brown Alliance never been stronger. Okay, yeah, I guess. There we go.
We have SP3 has booked the Rainbow Board Games.
Yes,
right?
Rainbow
Gang Wars.
Gang Wars.
Yeah.
Rainbow Gang Wars, because I don't know if you've been watching WWE, but Aleister Black and his wife Zelina have become an alliance, and I officially dubbed them the Black Family because he's had the House of Black, but
Okay.
a wife and a husband, that's a family.
That's
They're the Black
the
Family.
The Black family. Okay.
So
You think that'll get over? You think that's gonna go well?
I think it'll get
Well,
over.
we have so we have the Black
social
family.
numbers for the Black Family segments are gonna go through the roof.
Yeah.
It's gonna
And
go
then we have D'Lo Brown, Monty Brown. We have the Brown family. We have Jay White is the White family. We have Amazing Red and Red Velvet, Sky Blue. So we got a bunch. Chelsea Green. We have a bunch of
Red.
Sexy Red. Yeah, she's technically a wrestler.
Okay,
She's
I'll-
been in
I'll-
wrestling.
I'll sell out and change. Maybe the color Scion's been making a
Oh, okay.
maybe
Wow.
Scion family. Maybe, or you just go like play Pokemon Red or Blue and just go with like Vermilion and Cerulean and what are the other ones? Pewter. That's how I learned all those. That's how I learned a lot of obscure colors, is playing that game.
Yes.
So we're gonna do the Rainbow Gang Wars.
I'm
out
into
here
it
with all
I'm into
these
it. But it's got to be obscure, like burnt sienna or like
Oh, that's good.
You got to get some.
Yeah.
You got to open up that 64 pack of crayons.
Right? Yeah, the 100 pack of crayons.
Nice.
Yeah.
The real obscure colors. Ben Blanco. Yeah.
Oh,
It's not
And
bad.
then they do
Oh,
like
well,
a-
Benny
You and Jay
Blanco's
White?
somebody though.
Yeah,
I think
Benny Blanco
is
is-
somebody.
yeah.
So I can't
That's
do
fine.
that. It was good though, Louis. It was good.
he's not
that
gonna
was
like
fun.
sue you or anything. You know?
Yeah, because it probably won't get
Maybe.
over too well. So, or you probably will never hear about it. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it.
You can do Ben Blanco Bishop. You can be Triple
can do
B,
that.
although that's a thing too.
And
LeVar
then they
Ball
can
might
do
actually sue you.
The rainbow draft. It can be like the racial draft from the
Oh
Chappelle
my
show.
god. Oh my god. One of the best skits of all time. just something that would not something that
No.
anybody that's younger than what I say, like 27 years old, maybe
Yes,
would just be mortified to see nowadays. Like, just would blow their mind that this was on TV and people loved it. People loved it like this. Like everybody of every race loved it. Everyone loved it. Like,
I got in trouble for calling Brawl Breaker a YN, so I could only imagine what the racial draft would look like.
I mean, with that tan though.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying, man.
I mean,
I thought I
come
could give
on.
him the card. I didn't
I
know.
thought, hey, I'm with you. I don't think I have a say, but I'm with you. We do need another orange wrestler to go with Orange Cassidy. Well, I mean, orange wrestler, Braun Breaker. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
there's a lot of people with a tan who
Yeah.
can fit that bill.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. Fellas, I got to run. This has been a blast. Thank you.
Thank
Jeremy.
Thank you,
I wish-
Ben.
I wish you nothing but the worst in the Elegance search, but
Same to you.
We'll see
Same
what
to you.
happens. See you,
All
boys.
right.
Bye,
Take
Ben.
care, Ben. Bye. Oh,
The
man,
fake
that was fun.
Mr. Elegance, Ben Bishop, joining the show there. I get so much heat with him. I'm just
can
going to
tell.
continue to bury him. Yeah.
Good done.
Ben's fantastic. I
It's great.
legitimately so mad when I saw his video. I was like, fuck. Someone actually did a good video. I thought I was going to be the only one.
I gotta check it out now. I didn't see.
Oh,
that.
it's good. It's very I mean, he mentioned the Val Venus thing. Yeah, it's very like hotline, like call this 1-800 porn line video. Like it's very much what it is. I respected his video. It was good.
Love it. Uh-oh. Did Jeremy freeze?
Okay. Yeah, it was
There
me.
we go. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very porn line, call me now type of thing. It was good though. And so I messaged him. I was like, I'm so pissed you did a good video. Like, damn it. I needed to be the only
outdo
one.
me.
I don't think he outdid me, mind you. I don't think he outdid me. I still think I did an overall better video. He did have wardrobe changes and everything though. I respected that, but I had, his was just pretty straightforward on the talking. I did some physical comedy and everything. So granted, it was all past clips, but still, that's still stuff that I did and had to put together that Joel edited together. So it was a good video though. Ben's great. I get why he gets heat online because people just don't like funny stuff and people take things.
People take things way too seriously.
Not this show. That's why Ben's always welcome on this show. We don't take anything serious on this show.
That's why I save the good stuff for this show and don't put it up on Twitter.
Yeah, same. Oh, same. Like I don't tweet. I mean, I even have the disclaimer in my bio that 90% of the tweets are just meant to pop me, and that's it. Like, should not be taken serious. But I still don't tweet a bunch of like joke stuff because I'm like, nope. People are just they're gonna find a reason to be mad at this, and I do not. Like yesterday, when I did the video, I didn't want to because I was gonna tag Joel, and I feel bad that I did not tag Joel. If Joel is listening to this, please know. And I feel bad that I was going to tag Joel of like edited by Joel Pearl, but then I would have felt bad if I didn't put directed by my wife and tag my wife in that. I didn't want her getting any type of like comments from it of like, oh, this is so silly. Like I never want her to deal with the bullshit that sometimes I deal with. And that's why, my profile picture, she is no longer in it because I don't want her dealing with this bullshit. She doesn't deserve any of it. And as much as I love her, I also want to protect her from these idiots online. And that's why I don't tweet certain things that maybe I could tweet or I find funny. So I'm like, nah, like I don't need people coming after her. If you watch this show, you know what we're about. And people, fortunately, don't clip us to make us look terrible, except for that one guy who now books for a wrestling company for some reason. But, people don't, if you're not seeing this, SB3, I don't want to give him too much shine. This is a while ago. He did this segment where he like buries the marks. And so he like clips like Sean, Denise, Dave, like he clips everything. And at one point he clipped me and Joel talking about the Janelle Grant, Vince McMahon lawsuit. And I got 2 seconds into it. He called us some name. I don't remember what it was. It was, I know it was derogatory, but he called us some name. I was like, nope, I don't care. I do not care about this man's opinion and what he has to say about me. He is irrelevant to me the same way I should be irrelevant to him. So I'm not watching this. I'm not commenting on this. I'm not giving this any attention. I don't really care what people say about me. It's whatever, especially if I don't know you. You're not going to offend me if I don't know you. I don't need people coming after my wife, though. Like, don't do that. Don't have some decency there. But that's why I don't tag her.
Protect those that you love.
That's why I don't tag her on stuff or anything like that. And that's why I didn't tag her in this, because I'm like, although I think 99% of people who watch this video are going to be like, this is really silly, but also really funny. And it fits the elegance thing. And like, ha ha ha, we get it. This is cool. If one person is like, this is the dumbest thing ever.
That's the one comment that will stand out.
Yeah. And again, I don't want her. I don't care if they say it about me. I'm like, all right, fine. You don't like it. Whatever. Move on with your life. But I don't want her dealing with any of that. I do apologize to Joel that I did not tag him, be like edited by Joel, because he did a great job with it. And I will give him credit on this show, and I did give him credit online otherwise. But yeah, he did a great job, and I did feel bad that I didn't tag him. But I felt like if I tagged him, I had to tag who it was directed by as well, and I wanted to protect her. Yeah.
I get it. I do.
Yeah, Grace. Yeah. He sucks. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever. I don't care.
Yeah. He hasn't been relevant in what, 30 years?
Unfortunately, now he kind of is. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, relevance is depending on what you think of.
But Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Yeah. Relevance is what you think of that, but
yeah, I mean, it's good, captivating television. You know how I know? I saw the trailer. That's all. That's the only part of Juggalo Championship Wrestling I've watched is a trailer on Juggalo Championship Wrestling on another YouTube channel that I watch.
All right, SP3. Let's get into NXT, I guess.
Do we have to?
No, I never want to talk about NXT. I thought last night's show was actually like fine.
It was fine. It was solid.
The main event
it was
really
solid.
good.
Like I said, I said earlier, I was tweeting about stuff. I was like, this hasn't happened for me in an NXT episode since I think Roadblock.
I mean, sure. If
that was their last Madison Square Garden show in March.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It was. I thought it was a good show overall. The main event was good. There were some good segments. They set up some stuff for Gold Rush. I still thought this episode was Gold Rush because I'm like, why is the NXT World Title being defended here and not on Gold Rush? But what? Maybe they'll add something. I don't know. Yeah, your guy Jasper Troy won the Speed.
No.
Okay,
Let me talk about it.
Sorry.
Let me talk about the monster, the Reaper. Jasper Troy, that's a bad man. Stand up for that man. That's what Booker T said when my boy Jasper Troy hit that black hole slam on El Grande Americano. I jumped out of my seat. I was like, let's go. I bought stock in LFG season 1 on Jasper Troy, the monster, the Reaper. And look what came through, wins his first WWE title of his career, the Speed Championship. He's going to put it on the map. He's going to have some of the best 4 to 5 minute matches that we have ever seen in the year of 2026. He's going to do it. He's going to hold the title for the rest of this year and next year. I can't wait.
Okay. Hey, he won the Speed title. That's fine. You know, it felt like they just wanted to get the Speed title off of El Grande Americano because, like, yeah, we're actually gonna like use him for stuff, so we don't need him.
No, they was like, we're making this an NXT title now. We need the NXT talent to have it, and we also need to kind of solidify Jasper Troy because they've probably been hearing some people, the fans, talking about how only one of the LFG cast members is actually got a role on WWE television. So you might as well give that one person a championship.
Yeah, I mean, Tyra May Steele's working relative wrestling more than she's working WWE at this point. And
she did work against Kalani Jordan last week.
That was a Speed match, wasn't it?
No. It was Kalani Jordan's the TNA Knockouts World Champion. Oh my God, what are you talking about? You don't believe me? I know what I'm talking about. It was 4 minutes, but it wasn't a Speed match.
Oh, it was 4 minutes. Okay, so it was for the Speed Championship.
No, it wasn't for the Speed Championship. It was a non-title match on last week's show.
It's under 5 minutes. It's for the Speed Championship. It's under 3 minutes. It's a Speed match. You white, you Ben Affleck.
That's crazy. That is insane. This is insane to me. All right. But no, I'm happy for Jasper Troy. He deserves it. Unfortunately, I probably any other week, if we were all in agreement on the whole Nixon, or most of us in agreement, majority of us in agreement on the whole Nixon on the whole Nixon Noel and Miranda Alizé situation, I probably would have got heat for my tweet yesterday, but I did tweet out. I was like, damn it, Danny Ray, or whatever her name is, Skylar Ray. Damn it, Skylar Ray. Yeah. I was like, Nixon and Miranda would never stand for this. She lost in like 3 minutes. What was it, like 2 minutes?
Match. Yeah, it was
2
speed
minutes.
Match. This was a legit speed match.
They literally go down. Every speed match I've seen, they go down to that final minute. Yeah. I at least see the red on the big screen during these speed matches. She whooped her ass with like a minute left in a 3 minute match. That's insane. And they gave her entrance and Fallon Henley was already in the ring. This disrespect of the WWE LFG. You're gonna act like this wasn't the best weekly show that this company had for weeks, providing great content for not only WWE but for us in the C-suite.
Someone should have the gimmick.
She won LFG. She won LFG. What are we doing? What are we doing? She won LFG, and that's how you treat her in her debut matchup? I'm not going to stand for this.
Yes, Julia losing the U.S. title was a speed match. It's all speed matches. All of it. Someone should have the gimmick, like an ode to Nixon and Miranda, where it's like a speed match, but then they just refuse to lose it, and after 3 minutes they just leave. Like, nope, I'm out of here. It's like, well, the match only lasts 3 minutes. It's over. Yeah, I know it's over. I'm done.
I'm out.
Getting out of here. That should be the gimmick. They should do it. I mean, bring back Tegan to do this. I'm for it. The main event was Ricky Saints successfully defending the WWE NXT Championship in a last man standing match against Trick Williams. I do not like last man standing matches. I do not like them, Sam I Am, but this was a good match. I did like this last man standing match. As SP3 mentioned, they were bleeding from the titty and everything in this match. And the finish saw Ricky hit a spear through the announce table as Trick was like posing on the barricade there. And then Ricky got to his feet before Trick could get to his feet. And then at the end, Oba Femi music hit. And you may have seen him. It may have just been a shadow because it was a wide shot. And it felt like they were really up against the break there of, we got to get out of here, but we also got to bring back Oba Femi, so do something really quick. Yeah, Trick looked like he got hit pretty hard on that one. His head didn't look great.
His cut looked legit.
Yeah.
And that cut on the side of his head. These guys went out there and beat the absolute holy hell out of each other all over that building. Kendo sticks, trash cans. Love the story with Trick going after the injured ribs and tossing the trash can at it, hitting him with the steel chair, going after him. And then Ricky was able to turn that around in the end, even though Ricky's kind of chair shots kind of look like Vince McMahon chair shots, how Vince McMahon used to swing the chair. Ricky was kind of swinging the chair like that. I like the finish as well because it wasn't like it felt like at times that Trick could win the matchup. Like when he's standing on top of him with the steel steps on top of Ricky's chest, I was like, you could end it just like that after that whole thing when Ricky fell through the wall after the spear, when he hits him with the trick shot knee multiple times on the floor, and then in the crowd you're thinking it's over, and then even with the spear through from the crowd into the announce table. At the end, it looks like they're both gonna stand on their feet and they're gonna do one more like sequence of the matchup. And I like the finish where Ricky was just like, "No, you're done." Boom. I like that. I actually dig that. That was a unique finish to the last man standing matchup in an era where we don't really have a lot of unique finishes to last man standing matches. So this was a good one here. I thought this was Ricky Saints' best performance in the ring since he's showed up in WWE. I thought this was Trick Williams, a great way to kind of send Trick Williams off because there's no question. He needs to either answer Ilya Dragunov's U.S. Open Challenge or he needs to be a part of the Last Time Is Now tournament. Trick Williams is ready for the main roster stage. He can immediately become a top star within the next year or two because he has that much charisma. He has that much talent on the mic. He's good in the ring as well. He shows up, especially in these style of matches, the big plunder balls and the big set piece spots like that. He can do very well. He has all the talent in the world to be a WWE champion, a WrestleMania headliner in any other company where the head of creative actually saw color.
You said the part that I was thinking about Trick's prospects.
No, you
on
have
the
to
main
build.
roster.
You have to build all of it up, and then you crescendo with the punchline.
Yeah, I mean, I do think he has all the talent in the world to be successful and the look and everything to be successful on the main roster. I worry he's a little too young and a little too tan to be successful on the main roster.
He don't got the complexion for the protection.
I hope he's a part of the Last Time Is Now tournament. Because he should be or should answer the open challenge. But I don't want him answering the open challenge and like losing immediately because that can maybe not go well after the start. Because then it feels like, oh, you lost, and then they just don't have anything for you after that. So I'd rather the Last Time Is Now. Maybe he gets a victory in the Last Time Is Now tournament, and then goes.
Or they can call him up through the WWE Saturday Night's Main Event thing with the exhibition matches. Maybe he's the only one from NXT who scores a win. He gets called up right after. I do think he does need to kind of they have like loose ends with him and Miles Bourne after he hit him with the steel chair. And Miles Bourne over the last couple of weeks been saying that he has unfinished business with him, but nonetheless, you can still get that done by like deadline that he can perform at Saturday Night's Main Event, get called up after that, or you can write him off after he loses to Miles Bourne at deadline, and then he gets called up in the Royal Rumble. So they have multiple different options to bring Trick Williams up to the main roster, but Trick Williams needs to be on Raw or SmackDown in 2026.
I look forward to them not doing any of those options, and he just debuts in a backstage vignette with El Grande Americano.
Sounds about right. Sounds about what this company would do to me to annoy me and piss me off. Yeah. Sounds about right.
It's good to see Oba back. I thought maybe he was going to be called up coming out of this, but looks like he's still going to do at least one more match.
No, guys, he just started wrestling, and as we all know, you need to have the same amount of time in the ring as Triple H before you ever get called up and get anything resembling a push. So,
yeah. I mean, it's true of that. But Oba's back. I assume he'll face Ricky at Deadline. And
that was very similar. The ending was very similar to Zarya's debut, wasn't it?
Yeah. Zarya had the vignettes for the weeks leading up to her debut, at the very least. Thea Hale correctly won. She should now win the Mixed Tag Team Championships with whoever her partner is, and she should just hold both titles.
You don't want to say her partner's name because you're scared he's going to appear?
Yeah. That's the gimmick, right?
I get it.
Yeah.
Joe Henry.
Oh,
I didn't say his name. I said Joe Henry.
Yeah, that works. Jordan Grace does that, and he still appears. So Jordan Grace has powers, I guess.
Yeah, Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace is a juggernaut. It works differently. I'm just a human. Joe Henry was in her corner. Joe Henry. Why are we still acting like Joe is part of the TNA roster?
I don't think anybody is at this point. Like, I don't think anybody.
WWE is. WWE is still acting like he's part of the TNA roster when he's not.
They got to just do that for appearances. They know.
This is WWE TNA becoming the unofficial developmental brand for NXT is hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, they got a lot of developmental brands. They got NXT, they got Evolve.
Well, NXT is the third brand. We got to stop acting like NXT is developmental anymore.
Sure.
It's the third brand because nobody gets called up. So what are we talking about? Nobody get called up.
What do you mean? Lash Legend just got called up.
No, she just moved to another roster. She went from the third brand to the second brand. That's all she did. You know what happened to Lash Legend? She got a pay raise. She didn't get a promotion. She got a pay raise. She got a pay raise.
Well-deserved pay raise, might I add.
She got a pay
More
raise.
people should forearm like Lash Legend. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, let's go.
She watched those Nikki Sawa tapes and it's like, I got this.
I need everyone to watch the Lash Legend tapes and let's do it. Let's get all these people called up. Let's get Trick, Oba, Ethan Page, all these Lola Vice, Jada Parker, all of them. Like all of them need to get called up. Like, what are we doing? JC Jane. What is JC Jane? Like a 5th-year senior? What are we doing?
SmackDown Women's roster could use some help with these people, honestly.
You think?
Yeah, they need something out there. Yeah. We had we'll talk about the Blake Monroe stuff at the end. But we had also on the show Javon Evans coming out. He's like, I'm going to be in the tournament to face John Cena. I'm going to face Gunther. But before that, I got an announcement. Him and Leon Slater, who was on screen, the big screen, the television screen, whatever screen.
Was it as obvious to you that he was backstage as it was obvious to me?
I thought the setup for this was wow. Dark State came out, and then Leon came out, and it's like, okay.
You really got him there!
So they announced that they're going to challenge for the tag team titles against Dark State at Gold Rush. All right. Dark State stocks are still up. I think they're going to beat Javon and Leon.
See, I'm glad I'm here on a Wednesday, so I can be like, will you stop this nonsense? Will you stop this nonsense? Like, what are we doing here?
They're in a main angle with the TNA X Division champion and a guy in the John Cena tournament. Dark State stocks up.
That's where you and Dave Meltzer trying to put these Dark State stocks up.
Is Dave on the Dark State bandwagon? I don't know.
Dave Meltzer gave 4 1/4 to that matchup with the Hardys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my! I thought Logan Paul and AJ Styles was gonna be the most overrated match of the year, and then
he gave like 4 to Punk and
he did it back-to-back weeks. He did that. He did the Hardys and Dark State 4 1/4 when it was objectively the worst match on the damn show. And CM Punk and Jey Uso that has one of the most glaring botches of the year. What are we doing here? Just give me the stars. I'll do it. I'll do it for you. You can take off on Friday. You can just save that version of the newsletter from me, and you don't have to do it no more because you don't know what you're doing.
I do think Dave was wrong about the Dark State and Hardy match being 4 1/4.
It's like when did he start giving like extra stars? Like I gave Dark State and Hardy's I gave it 3 1/4. Where did he get the extra star from? What portion of the match?
I think you're wrong as well on 3 1/4. So I think both of you.
I was being fair. It did get a reaction from the crowd.
Yeah, you're still both wrong on it.
I thought I was being generous.
Nah. It was 5 1/4, everybody. Dark State stocks up, baby. 5 1/4 against the Hardys for the Dark State boys. That's right. That's the true rating. Punk and Jey Uso was at least 7 stars.
If it was in the Tokyo Dome, only if it was in the Tokyo Dome.
That wasn't even Tokyo Dome. That match was fantastic in every way of my entertainment when it comes to wrestling. Maybe not other people's, but my entertainment for wrestling. That match ruled. So we're getting Leon and Javon against Dark State next week. I feel like this might be a DQ finish, honestly.
I feel like Dark State's gonna cheat to win, and it's like,
Dark State stocks up even higher next week.
I'd much rather the youngest OGs in charge be the tag team champion.
They should be. Like, I do think Leon and Javon should win because you want Javon to look good going into the tournament, you would think, anyway.
Well, he's wrestling in the tournament the day before. So he may be out by that.
He definitely will be. Yeah, he ain't beating Gunther. So yeah, never mind. I guess you can't beat him. Beating him back-to-back nights is dumb, though.
Dumb as hell.
Yeah. So
dumb as hell. Yep, exactly. Because that's how they book Javon. Javon never wins these big matches.
Yeah. You would want to protect Leon as the X Division champion if they care about that. I know. I'm trying here. I'm trying.
Like they protected the TNA World Champion at WrestleMania on a Royal Rumble this year?
Well, it was about a moment, SP3. It wasn't about wins and losses. It's about the moment. Look at Joe Hendry now. After being on the WrestleMania and Royal Rumble stage, he is teaming with Thea Hale, the greatest wrestler of all time, and going for the AAA mixed tag team titles. He's doing so much better for himself.
Wave your hands from side to side. And say,
His Chelsea Got Pied song is very good though. I did like that song. That was good.
Joe's always good with his remix songs. His
parody songs are good. Yeah,
yeah, they're always
yeah,
hit.
yeah.
They're always hit.
Yeah, it is good stuff when he does them. I wish he'd do just more of that and less of Joe Hendry appears and then he has to wrestle.
Tatum Paxley versus JC Jane was made official for Gold Rush for the NXT Women's Championship. I do like the story they have going on with Tatum and Izzy. I think they've gotten into a nice flow, and both characters are playing their roles very well. And it's one of the more consistent and easy to follow stories going on NXT right now. And I feel like it's getting sympathy for Tatum as well. It's getting the fans more behind her.
Yeah, it's been good. I do. The NXT crowd can be whatever, but Tatum Tuesday is pretty good. I respect that chant. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Yeah, and that's the goal to get the sympathy for Tatum because she's kind of a heel, at least in the calling. She's at least associated with heels, I should say. I don't know if she is so much a heel. JC is definitely a heel, so you got to have some type of babyface in there, and they're doing a good job of making Tatum that sympathetic babyface who is kind of getting pushed around but doesn't want to be pushed around and losing all her friends.
Tatum is basically like one half Eugene in Evolution, and the other half is Sami Zayn in the Bloodline.
Oh, I like that comparison.
She's still a babyface, but she's in the heel faction because I like the story that they told with her joining the culling. Like she'd been left by all of her friends, with Gigi and Shotzi getting fired. She was on her own, playing with the dolls and missing her friends until Sol and Zarya tried to basically become friends with her. But then it was Izzy who got in her ear and convinced her to join up with her in the culling and turned back on Zarya and Sol, and now it was because of their friendship and support she was able to become the NXT Women's Champion. But Izzy at the same time is like, damn, that's supposed to be me. That's supposed to be me as the title. That's not for you. You were just supposed to help me get there. I like that.
The, I guess, big segment, at least the thumbnail that Joel decided to thumbnail for this.
Best segment on the show, outside of this Last Man Standing.
Blake Monroe interviewing Mariah Monroe?
Mariah May?
Mariah, well, you can't say that name. You can't say it.
Why not?
It was...
that's her real name.
Yeah, but she doesn't like it. She said that herself. She wishes she didn't use her real name. So... I'm repeating what she said, SB3. What do you want me to do? She says that the real Blake loses her mind, but she's clean and polished, and the other Blake, there's nothing clean about her, and she sees how she acts. She won the title. You can win with my help. That's the champion you need to be. And Blake is like, no, I don't need you. I don't need you at all. And so just think about it. Just think about it. The woman from hell needs to be remembered, and you need the darkness and the spotlight. And together, they are the perfect champion. April, May, June.
6 or 7.
No. We're out of it. Get out of here with that. It's all about the April, May, June.
You know what time I woke up today, Jeremy?
Stop it.
6 or 7. But no, this segment was fantastic. I thought that Blake Monroe really showed the potential that we saw from her in AEW, the skill, the talent that we saw from her in AEW. And I know there was a lot of people who went online and was like, oh my God, this is so Toni Storm coded. This is just her. This is Mariah May. This is Mariah May interviewing Toni Storm, basically, or Blake Monroe interviewing Mariah May, or Blake Monroe interviewing Toni Storm Jr. I saw all those tweets, and yes, but that is the point. That is what WWE bought. That is what WWE is paying for. WWE paid for the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes that was getting booed out the building at every AEW show. And that came and has worked like gangbusters for the last 3 years, and they have one of their top stars in the company. WWE paid for the Jade Cargill that all you AEW marks complained about, that was only having 3-minute matches and dominating the TBS title division for a year and a half. They paid for that. They got that over there, and that's their WWE Women's Champion. They paid for the veteran old Punk that was in AEW that was bitter and upset. And they got the whitewash PG Punk instead. But anyway, you can't always pay for the things that you really want. But they paid for Mariah May, and finally, after 4 months of me waiting, we finally got Mariah May in this Blake Monroe character. The glamour meets the woman from hell, something that we were introduced to very early on in her AEW run, and then really came to fruition after she turned on Toni Storm. We were actually able to see the nuances, the little details that that she can show in these two characters, in these two personalities, that she can be this bubbly Sabrina Carpenter knockoff, bubbly blonde girl that WWE loves to push, but she also has this dark, demented side that can make a person bloody and ruin their life and stab them in the head with a high heel. We've seen it before. We finally got a little bit of that. This is the best thing that Blake Monroe has done in WWE, and it's not even close. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I'm sorry to tell y'all people that really love the weaponized steel cage match from Heatwave, or really enjoyed her winning the North American title at Halloween Havoc in that forgettable matchup with Zarya. Sorry to tell you, but it was forgettable. This is the best thing that she's done. She actually showed that she has all the ability, all the skills when it comes to a charisma, a delivery, a nuanced perspective that will make her a megastar on the main roster. There's no doubt in my mind. There's a lot of people on the NXT roster, someone like a Trick Williams, who's been the face of the brand, that I have my doubts on if that's going to be able to translate over to the main roster because of the color of his skin. Mariah May's got the right color. She's got the right color hair. She's got all the skill in the world. She's going to be a bona fide star very, very soon.
I agree with you. And we saw Kalani Jordan in a backstage last night, and she at least looked a little bit more comfortable compared to last week in the live crowd. But it's
so
also
much better.
Yeah.
So much better. I like them teasing her and Trick doing something together. I would love for them to bring up, like, imagine like they make like a mini Nation 2.0 with Trick, Mello, Lash, and Kalani. You could put Nia in there too. Why not? Nia could be the star.
They're gonna lose a lot of matches.
Well, Mello's there to lose, of course. Triple H was like, I'm gonna call up Carmelo Anthony. Gerald Michaels tells me all about this Carmelo Anthony. He's great. Then he was like,
Anthony.
Then Bruce. I
wish they'd call up Carmelo. That'd be great.
That's probably what Triple H was calling him before he got called up. He called him Carmelo Anthony.
Nah, he put over Carmelo Anthony. He's like, wait a second, you're from a different sport? Oh yeah, we'll put you over the entire time.
That's the idea. He thought it was Carmelo Anthony, so he's like, he's tall. Then he saw then Bruce Pritchard's like, hey, Paul, there's Carmelo. He's over here in Gorilla. He's like, he looks at him. He's like, where's the rest of him? And he hasn't pushed him ever since. He's like, I thought I was calling him Carmelo Anthony, not Carmelo Hayes. Saw him next to Cody. When a dude can make Cody look tall, Triple H was like, nah.
I actually buy this. I buy this theory that he thought he got Carmelo Anthony, And he got Timu Carmelo Anthony because he didn't realize it was Carmelo Hayes.
He's like, where the rest of the piece of the toy? Where the rest of the toy?
What I was saying about Mariah / Blake is Kalani looked much better this week. She looked much more comfortable and everything, but it's also very clear, and she's had more practice with this, so it makes sense, but it's also very clear just how much better Blake is at this kind of stuff and how much further along she is at just playing a certain character and certainly playing this heel character. And Kalani might get there. She, again, she doesn't have the practice. She does not have the reps that Mariah got during her time in AEW. But you really see how far along she is thanks to those reps in segments like this, which was very near the Kalani segment. It's like, oh yeah, they're on different levels when it comes to portraying this heel type character. So I thought it was a great segment. I'm with you as far as it's the best thing she's done really ever since that first Woman from Hell vignette with the bathtub and everything. I think she's really started to find the character, and people can say, oh, it's they're just doing what they did in AEW and blah 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 blah. It's like, yeah, so it's good. At least they're doing good television. I'd much rather that than them try to fake their way through. Let's make her a campy little baby face that's not working because that's not her. No, that sucks. I don't want that.
Exactly.
Do something good. That's all I care about. I don't care if the idea is original or not. Just make it good. And this is actually good.
And there is a sort of thing that, yeah, you could do the same thing that they did before, and you could do it in your company, and it feels fresh, it feels new, it feels different. That's what happened with Blake Monroe. Then you have the other end of the perspective when you do something that you've already done in another company and you're just trying to do it again, and it just feels like rehashed nonsense that keeps a performer that should be a star for this brand on a treadmill. And I hope you have fun running on that treadmill, Jordan Grace, because she's just doing the same thing she was doing before. She's challenging for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. I saw Kate in the chat earlier mentioning this. Like, it does not make any sense.
Yeah.
Jordan Grace is not your NXT Women's Champion by now. The fact that we have had JC Jane and Tatum Paxley as champion for the past 5 months. I am sorry. I know there's going to be people that are like, oh, how dare you? I really like JC Jane. How dare you? I really like Tatum Paxley. I do too. But can you objectively say that JC Jane and Tatum Paxley do anything better than Jordan Grace in professional wrestling? I'll wait. Okay. When your first thought was no, no.
Hold on. I feel like she stylizes dolls better than Jordan Grace. That's a very important skill. Got to know how to stylize. Now look, Jordan should be on she should be on SmackDown by this point. Yeah, she should have been.
She should be on the main roster.
NXT Women's Champion. It is very funny is not the right word. It's very frustrating that Jordan came to NXT and is just, let's challenge for the TNA Knockout title. Like, you left that company. You left that company to do bigger things with that. And here you are just going back to this championship. Tatum does do very good character work. That is true.
She does.
And
I don't know what Jordan can do character wise because they
Jordan's
just told her to
character.
be her TNA character of the Juggernaut. That's all they told her to do. So I don't know. You can't say that for sure, Lexus Play Gamer, because you haven't seen if WWE will allow her to show off character work.
Jordan can't get a Tatum Tuesday chant.
That is a good point. That is a good point. That would kind of feel stupid if she did.
Kate, you cannot mention wins and losses. That's going to get you heat online. You can't point out when somebody
doesn't
got
deserve
their
a title
last
opportunity.
got their last singles victory. People do not like that, as I have learned, and that's why I don't point these things out. I think I have pointed out in the past, but I did it with the male side of things, and male wrestlers don't have ops like that. They ain't got shooters like that. Now
Yeah.
the diva sides, they got them shooters out there, and so
Them diva stands, man, they defend the late 2000s and early 2010 women like they're the mothers. Oof.
Yep, I ain't messing with them. I am not messing with them. I'm not saying that, hey, Nikki Bella shouldn't get a title shot. When was our last singles victory? Nope. If Nikki Bella wants that title shot, give her the title shot. She's deserved it. She turned on her. That's the story.
Exactly.
Who cares about wins and losses? Stephanie Vaquera is now mad. Like, no, I want to face you. I want to beat you. I ain't messing with them diva stands. Absolutely not. Too many shooters out there.
I mean, like literally, I learned my lesson when I called out Zelina Vega getting a title opportunity at Backlash 2023. That's the whole reason why Zelina blocked me on Twitter.
As she should have.
Because I was like, "Why are you getting a shot? You haven't beat her in multi-woman action or one-on-one. Like, what are we doing?" Got blocked. So.
You can't do it, SV3. I learned a long time ago. Like, I think I said something like very nondescript about Sasha Banks at the time. And I didn't fully say it. I think I just made a joke about things. And then I just had like one or two. It didn't reach like the full Sasha, the crew. It didn't fully reach them. But I had a couple people. I was like, nope. This ain't worth it. And then I really saw the power of the crew. And now I'm like, oh, yeah. I ain't fucking with none of these people. Absolutely not. Now I'm cool with the crew. I think the crew likes me. I'm CEO dancing all over the place.
I mean, we got to big up the crew because she was number one. CEO, number one in the PWI, what is it, 250? Or PWI Women's 250 Mercedes Moné, number one for the first time. And I was looking at the list of every winner since 2008. There's never been a winner twice. No one's ever won it twice. Tony's one of the closer ones who got number one last year, and then she was number two this year. Mercedes deserved it. And I really didn't have too much issue with the top 10, other than Tiffany Stratton being ahead of everyone below her. Honestly, that was the only one. I know the PWI is based on kayfabe, and I know Tiffany Stratton has had the WWE Women's Championship for a long time. Okay, but I'm sorry, you also have in your category or your criteria PWI match quality, and that is where Tiffany Stratton falls short. She did not have a good match with Charlotte Flair. She had multiple matches with Nia Jax to the point that I don't remember. I think some of them were good, but some of them were not. So it's all mixed together in one. And like, yeah, come on. What are we doing? Io Sky below Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah,
Io Sky was WWE Women's World Champion and had one of the matches of the year. What are we doing? Ahead of Stephanie Vaquera, who went from a virtual unknown ahead of Forbidden Door last year, has a banger match with Mercedes Moné, gets signed by WWE, has the fastest rise in NXT women's history, and then goes to the main roster and wins the WWE Women's World Championship. What are we talking about?
All right, Forbidden Door 2024 didn't count.
I know.
Okay.
But everything else except for the WWE Women's World Championship win happened between that time, though. She won the NXT Women's Championship. She won the NXT Women's North American Championship.
Io definitely should have been ahead of Tiffany. I agree.
Saray should have been ahead of her, too. Saray, one of the biggest draws in Joshi Wrestling. She owns her own promotion. Won the IWGP Women's Championship. Won the Marigold top title. What are we talking about? Tiffany Stratton won one thing. She won the Money in the Bank and the cash in. That's it.
That's two things, kind of.
It's the same thing. Once you win the Money in the Bank and you're a woman, you're gonna cash in. So you basically won the title when you climb the ladder. That's it.
Wow. But
it's 100%. It's 100%. It's 100%. It's like telling me that 2 + 2 that one time is 5. No, it's not. It's always 4. It's 100% of the time. It's 4. just like 100% of the time, every time a woman climbs that ladder and grabs the briefcase, or a man drops down the briefcase to them, they usually clash it.
I feel like Mariah May. Well, I guess her title victory came before. It came before the criteria period, but it felt like she was a little too low. I mean, the Hollywood ending is better than kind of anybody's top match on here. She was the AEW Women's Champion for part of the criteria period. She got paid at NXT. Feel like she was a little too low. I mean, she was 20. Like, did Jordan Grace really have a better year than Mariah May?
What number was Jordan?
Jordan was 17.
Oh, 17.
Yeah. Did Nia Jax really have a better year than Mariah May? What did Nia Jax do?
She was WWE Women's Champion
for part of the time, right?
Yeah. Apparently that title, holding that title, is you in rarefied air, so you get extra preferential treatment apparently.
Yeah. This list was, I think they got number 1 right. I think they got number 2 right. After that,
after that, it's a little shaky. It's a little shaky.
Yeah, High-End was completely left off, and even they admitted, like, oh, our bad. We screwed up on that one. Yeah, it was a little rough after the top 2 there. I think Tiffany Stratton should have been higher, personally.
I think Tiffany Stratton deserves to be in the top 10. I just don't think she deserves to be ahead of, in particular, EO and Vicaire and Saray.
I think she should have been number 1 because the build to her match against Charlotte Flair was the greatest build of all time, and Tiffy time is the best catchphrase of all time. I think she should have been number 1. Tiffany Stratton will always be number 1 for me. I like her theme song too. Drop. I want to see you drop. Drop. That's the song.
That's her song?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Maybe I don't remember Tiffany's song.
You don't know the lyrics? You're
know,
Mr. Theme Song out here, SV3.
This should tell y'all that when Tiffany Stratton comes out,
it's Tiffy time. Drop.
That's all I know.
Want to see you drop. I don't know why. It's a shout out to Drake, I guess. Drop. I think Tiffany's had her song longer though. She's had the song for a while. Drake stole it off of her. Another ghostwriter for Drake.
There you go.
MCAP saying I'm grasping at straws with the Tiffany take.
Obviously.
I'm not making a real argument for Tiffany Stratton. My argument is I thought her build with Charlotte was the greatest build of all time, which is factual because it ruled. And I really like her theme song, and her catchphrase pops me. I don't think she had, like, the Trish match was probably the best match she had. I think that was in the criteria period.
Yeah, maybe.
Right? Yeah, I like the Charlotte match, but I realize I'm in the minority, and I liked it because there was a risk factor to it.
An element of danger.
Yeah, an element of danger. Thank you. That a lot of matches don't have. But again, I realize I'm in the minority with that. She had like 15 matches with Nia Jax. I could not tell you which one was which. So
and then she had like 10 matches with Jade Cargill. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't a good reign. I'm on record of saying that, but like the Charlotte build puts so much. It's one of the most memorable things of the year for me, honestly. It's such a good build. Goes 0-3. Woo!
I am glad that Saya Kamatani got number 3. That was a good shout, a good move by PWI. So even though I did rant about Tiffany Stratton being that high, I got to give them credit. So Saya Kamatani, she had an argument to be number 1 on this list because she's the biggest star in Joshi wrestling, one of the biggest stars period in all of Japan, and being a woman who's one of the biggest stars in all of Japan is quite the statement. She feels like the odds-on favorite to be the Tokyo Sports MVP. And that's why when a lot of people are arguing who's the women's wrestler of the year for the end of year outside of PWI, who's the women's wrestler of the year, you'll hear people make the argument for Mercedes. They'll make an argument for Toni Storm, for Io Sky, for Becky Lynch. There should be an argument for Saya Kamatani as well, because Kamatani has had an exceptional year.
Tiffany Stratton should have been higher.
When Tiffany Stratton can have what Saya Kamatani did with Tam Nakano this year, the match in Kurgan Hall on Niter and Kurgan, 5 stars. That was incredible. The match at All-Star Grand Queendom that headlined the show, that was one of the most emotional matches of the whole entire year. She retired Tam Nakano on top. She had a banger with Momo Watanabe just a couple of weeks ago at Stardom Crimson Nightmare. She tore it up with Suzu Suzuki earlier this year. She's been the top draw, got the most attended Stardom event of all time. She's making money. She's bringing in money. She's having exceptional matches. She's cutting great promos. She's got the best character.
When Saya Kayatami can bully Charlotte Flair on the mic, you let me know. Okay?
Yeah, she would if Charlotte could understand Japanese.
You don't bully Charlotte Flair on the mic like that. Unless
everybody bullies Charlotte Flair on the mic. She ain't that good on the mic.
I didn't say that, but she still trucks people on the mic. And she got trucked in that segment. That's the PWI Women's 250. Everybody. Tiffany Stratton should have been higher. That's my final comments on it. Since we did our NXT recap, SB3, what was your moment of Tuesday in the world of wrestling?
My moment of Tuesday was me watching Pro Wrestling Noah from this past weekend in Kurgan Hall, because I got to see Hiromu Takahashi tear it up with Dake Oshishama. I don't know how to say his last name, so I probably butchered that. I apologize in advance. Oshishama. Then I also watched Honk Honk, the Belly Boys, representing for us big belly bastards. The Belly Boys picked up the win and won the GHC Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. For all y'all people that denied me, I remember each and every one of y'all in the chat that denied me, that tried to deny me. Jeremy was supportive of my support of Hank and Tank before they won the NXT Tag Team Championships, just like I told you they would. Me and Kate tried to tell you on the preview to stand and deliver, but you didn't want to listen, and they did it. And then they did it again in Japan, because Japan loved the big belly white boys. They love them some big belly white boys. They see them bellies and they're like, oh, let's pop, yeah. So Kurgan Hall was on their feet for Honk Honk, the Belly Boys. Hank and Tank winning the tag team titles. But the show was really about Kenta and Inamura. Kenta and Inamura had one of the best matches of this entire weekend, last weekend, of this entire week. That match was exceptional because Kurgan Hall is probably one of the best places to see pro wrestling, whether it's live, whether you're watching it at home, because the energy of that crowd can just become so overwhelming. Even if you're on your couch watching the show, you feel that energy, and I felt it during this matchup because Inamura, he just felt like a totally different dude in this matchup. I saw a lot of people who were giving credit to Kenta because Kenta, for a lot of people, it's been years since they saw Kenta this good, but Kenta has been truly motivated going back to Pro Wrestling Noah and kind of re-establish his legacy as one of the greatest Noah stars that's ever been on the green arc before. And he's done that a lot this year. He tore it up with Keno when he won the GAC Heavyweight Championship. And in this matchup, his timing was on point. He was always in the right spot, and he made for the perfect veteran, the perfect legend of Noah for Inamura Inamura to overcome. And Inamura just has so much charisma now. He has so much energy. There's so much good vibes. Like it really, he's a guy that's gone on like 3 or 4 excursions since starting in Noah. He's had an excursion in the UK. He's had a previous excursion, I think, in the US. And this third excursion in NXT, it's really been the difference maker for him. He's really tapped into his connection with the crowd, his facial expressions, his body language, his selling of the arm throughout the matchup. Kenta brutalizing his arm with different kicks, putting him in different submissions, going for the game over, but Inamura would not tap out. They had this one spot where Inamura was just dragging himself, and the crowd was just on their feet, like so tense on the edge of their seat, waiting for Inamura to make it to the ropes. But Kenta would pull back on the game over. It would look like Inamura is going to either pass out or tap out, and then all of a sudden he would just get some energy and then finally get to the ropes, and the crowd just had so much relief. And then the final stretch where Inamura just put it all together, hits the big move, then hits the launch pad splash for the 1, 2, 3. It was like they were shocked. They were like surprised. They were like, oh shit, because Inamura is a guy that's gotten like 2 or 3 opportunities at the GAC heavyweight championship. Never seemed like they were ever going to give him that opportunity, especially after his last match where he was built to be this monster to overcome Kaito Kiyomiya and still came short. But the NXT run has really put it all together for him, and he came back. He's won the GAC heavyweight championship, had a great speech with the crowd all behind him, showed some love to Kenta post-match. That was the best thing that I saw on Tuesday in wrestling.
My moment of Tuesday was me being Mr. Elegance and Ben Bishop being a fraud. That's the most important thing that happened on Tuesday. And me getting the cosign from the Elegance brand. I'm officially a member of the Elegance brand after yesterday. All right, well, we can wrap here since I know you got to run at 12. So let's check the results of our poll question. Who you got tonight? The Oklahoma City Thunder, who might be resting more of their starters and bench players, against the Los Angeles Lakers, who are, I guess, missing LeBron James. 28% got the Lakers, 72% got the Thunder. I know SP3 will be back tomorrow, and if the Lakers win, then I'm sure we'll get a sermon if the Lakers win. If the Thunder win, it's a regular season victory. 0-0. Nothing changes. That's it.
A lot of y'all gonna be disappointed for turning on me. A lot of y'all gonna be disappointed for turning on me. I disagree with Jose in the chat. I think the NBA All-Star Game format is the only direction they could go to try to somehow motivate the players to actually play, to represent their countries. It's the only way they could have gone. It's not the worst one yet. It's not at all. It's honestly the only option right now.
I think it'll be good for this year, and then next year no one will care again.
No. It's always they have to come up with new things for the All-Star Game every year because the players will just be like, okay, we care this year, next year we don't. Like that's how they are. So yeah, you're right. They're gonna have to switch it up to keep making it fresh all over again. But we should do a preview of AEW Blood and Guts before we
AEW Blood and Guts tonight. Men's Blood and Guts match. We have the Death Riders, Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, Jon Moxley, Daniel Garcia, and Pac against the conglomeration team of Mark Briscoe, Darby Allin, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Orange Cassidy.
Who you got?
I am going with the babyface team, and I think this is the beginning of the end for Jon Moxley and the Death Riders.
That is the route that I would go. If I had the pen for tonight, I would have Darby and the conglomeration win, and then the Death Riders turn on Jon Moxley post-match, and that's pretty much the end of Moxley with the Death Riders. And then we go into the final chapter of the Death Riders, which is Jon Moxley must destroy what he built to save AEW and become a babyface again. We get the redemption arc of Jon Moxley. I think that's the route they should go. That's not what I'm predicting, though. I think that Roderick Strong turns on the conglomeration and joins the Death Riders for the Death Riders to win.
Okay. All right. I don't mind that prediction. Tenruz, I got your super chat. Don't worry. We're getting through things here. Women's Blood and Guts. We got Thekla, Julia Hart, Sky Blue, Mercedes Monet, Marina Shafir, and Megan Bayne against Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter, Marina Shirakawa, and Harley Cameron. I'm going with the heel team out of this. I'm going with Team Monet, Team Triangle Monet, Goddess Death Rider.
Yeah, it has to be Team Mercedes Triangle of Megasis Death Riders. It has to be Team Monet because they're the ones that would gain something from this win. It continues to push Bayne and Shafir as a dominant faction. It continues to make Monet a big threat to win the AEW Women's World Championship next Saturday at AEW Full Gear against Statlander. And most of all, it really puts over the Triangle of Madness. Triangle of Madness probably need this win more than anybody in the Blood and Guts. And when you look at the babyface side, all of them are the stars. Like it's Chris Statlander, AEW Women's World Champion. It's 4-time World Champion Toni Storm. It's one of the most popular stars in the company, Willow Nightingale. It's a former Women's World Champion, Jamie Hayter. It's Mina Shirakawa, who's very popular. It's Carly Cameron, who's very popular. Like they don't need to win. We don't need to win here. If it is the main event of the show, I could see them going in the direction of Death Riders winning the opener and then the baby faces winning the main event. But I do agree, Team Mercedes should win.
Hangman Page, Powerhouse Hobbs, Falls Count Anywhere. I think we're both in agreement that Hangman Page is going to win this match. Should be good.
Yeah, it should be good. Should be hard hitting and should get Joe to lay out Hangman post match.
10 Rosa since Super Chat said, speaking of Tokyo Dome, tickets are fire, 40 to 50K. Wow. And we talked about it yesterday. We both think Okada and Tanahashi should headline that show. They're the guys moving the tickets, so they should headline that show. Yeah.
I'm not surprised by the surge in ticket sales when Okada was chosen, especially if you saw the New Japan Road Show. That pop was ridiculous in Anjo. That roof came off that building when Okada's music hit. And me personally, as I feel myself as like a jaded wrestling fan, mostly because I'm a podcaster and I have to analyze everything and I get annoyed by stupid stuff. And there's a lot of stupid stuff in pro wrestling, but I feel myself as a jaded wrestling fan. I can't tell you how loud I popped in my house, Jeremy, when I saw Okada, not Okada coming out to his old music, Okada coming out to his old music with Gato by his side. Gato by his side. I was like, oh, it's the old Okada. It's been so long. It's been what, 7 years since since Gato turned on him and joined the Bullet Club? That's a long ass time. 7 years since they've been together and came out, did an entrance like that. That was great. And that was a nice payoff for all the teases that they did with Gato saying, I got an opponent for you, Tanahashi.
SP3, what did we accomplish today?
We accomplished a lot, ladies and gentlemen. You should add some music at the end like they used to play on Growing Pains and Full House when they used to say their lesson. We learned a lot of lessons on today's show. Sometimes you can be both a glamour and a woman from hell. Sometimes you can beat the hell out of someone else's friend when you are also that someone else's friend, and then that someone else comes on a Wednesday morning show and gets to be able to talk about it and talk about his San Antonio Spurs. Sometimes we can get a guest who wants to be elegant, but Jeremy is just too much elegance for him. But he still comes on and has a great conversation with us and is a great professional wrestler and social media influencer. And sometimes you will know, Okada, you're a bitch.
I think the biggest thing we accomplished today is Ben Bishop is a man of the people. He's also a fraud and not Mr. Elegance. I am Mr. Elegance, folks. Vote for me, not Ben Bishop. Let everybody know where they can find you at SP3.
Follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. I will be live in about an hour over on True Hill Heat. sports and entertainment, not wrestling, sports and entertainment, 1:05 p.m. Eastern time. Myself and Chris G will be doing our basketball podcast, True Hill Heat Check, talking about the NBA early storylines, including
to this.
Come on, come through. All jokes aside, I literally was gonna say that after we were done with the stream. I was, if you're free at 1, come join. But we're gonna talk about early MVP candidates and early storylines, including, of course, Nico Harrison being fired.
All right. If I get the link, then I might show up.
You will.
Okay.
You will.
All right, folks. We'll be back tomorrow. Myself and SP3 once again. Because SP3 works more than Joel this week. 2 show Joel out here running from the grind as usual. We will see if SP3, is overinflating a Lakers victory tonight, and he comes on here and acts like, hang the banner after game 10, hang the banner because you beat the Thunder, or if OKC wins and I'm here and I'm just 0-0. We got bigger fish to fry. We're not worried about a regular season game against the Lakers. You see how I'm setting all this up? We'll be back tomorrow, myself and SP3. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us today. We'll be back tomorrow. Talk to y'all then. Bye, everyone.